Welcome to day 6 of Yoga Strong, a yoga journey here on Amina Yoga. Today we're exploring our balance, but not just in our bodies, also in our breath, and how the breath can be used as a tool to stabilize and refocus. Because whether you're holding a strong balancing posture like Warrior 3 or simply sitting with your legs crossed, the breath is always the center of our practice. So let's start with the breath. Deep inhale. Exhale through your mouth. Let's flow. Find a comfortable seat. Roll your shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. You can choose if you want to ground here in the beginning of the practice by placing your palms facing down on your knees, or if you want to open them towards the ceiling, inviting more energy into your body. And then land back with your breath, following your inhales and your exhales. And today we're taking this deeper with another pranayama or breathing technique to balance the breath. We'll breathe in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 4. Starting with an inhale and an exhale, and then we start. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Out 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the count and allow your breath to flow naturally. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come over onto your hands and knees. Landing here on all fours, gently engaging your core, neutral spine. Press away from the mat, lifting in your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide. And then start to circle your upper body over your hands one way here. Exhaling back, inhaling forward. Change the direction. And the more you lean forward over your hands, the more weight you'll add. So you choose here. Waking up the hands and the wrists. One more circle. And land back in neutral. Keep your fingers spread wide. Tuck your toes and lift your knees. Let them hover over the mat. 5 breaths. Core engaged. Lift your hips with your next exhale. Find downward facing dog. Adjust the distance between your feet and your hands if you need here. Focusing on that tall spine. Bend your knees as much as you need to really lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Lengthening your arms. Take another breath. And then start to walk your hands back towards your feet, putting weight in your hands as you do so. Let your upper body hang here, forward fold. And your inhale, start to slowly roll through your spine. Let your head come last, all the way up to standing. Shoulders back and down. Inhale, arms towards the ceiling. Come up on your toes. Lift your heels. Find one place to look at in front of you. And without looking down, start to walk to the top of the mat. Slowly here. Whoop, lost my balance. Give yourself a smile if that happened to you as well. Inhale here. Exhale, stay high on your heels as you start to fold forward. Arms opening wide for balance, coming down into your fold. Heels stay lifted. If you can always release them. Halfway lift, lengthen, and reach your arms forward here, engaging your back muscles. Heels stay high. One more breath. And release. One regular halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold down, step back to plank. Shift forward over your hands and exhale, slowly lower all the way down to the mat. Release your toes, lift your chest, lift your hands. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift your hips high. One inhale here. Exhale out. Inhale, right foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here, one breath. And step the foot in between your hands. Lift up, high lunge. Arms towards the ceiling, bend deeply into the front knee. Inhale here. Exhale, twist to your right. Left arm forward, right arm back in line with your shoulders. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, center. Exhale to your right. Stay here, arms reaching out. And then look down towards the mat as you shift your upper body forward so that your left hand touches the mat. Inside your right foot. Right hand towards the ceiling. Maybe you look up. Feel the rotation here in your heart. And then start to roll to the outside of your back foot. And take your right foot, step it back to a side plank, stacking your feet. The bottom leg can come down, knee to the mat for support. Another option is to lift the top leg if you're feeling feisty here. Take 3 more breaths. Right hand to the mat, come into plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower, maybe to cobra or maybe upward facing dog. Lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Inhale, left foot towards the ceiling. Exhale, knee to nose, stay for a breath. And step the foot in between your hands. Lift up, high lunge. Settle in here. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Inhale. 1 more to the left. Staying here strong. And then look down. Let your right hand come down on the inside of the left foot. Look up. Feel the twist in your chest. And start to roll on the outside of your back foot. You can heel toe your left foot back, or you lift it back straight away into your side plank, stacking the feet. Maybe the bottom leg comes down. Maybe you lift the top leg. Breathing here. One more breath. And then come to plank. And take your chaturanga, leaning forward, lower down. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Step or float to the top of the mat, landing in your fold. Take a halfway lift and lengthen your arms forward. And sit into chair. Bending your knees, sitting low, arms reaching up. You can bring your hands down in front of your heart center. Actually, let's all bring our hands down. Sit really low here. And then we're twisting to the left, strong in your base, your legs, your feet. And then twist to the left. Right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Maybe you can look up here, hands in front of your heart center. Keep your hips low. And if your right knee is traveling forward, bring it back in line with the left. Option 2, stay here in your twisted chair or continue down to the floor and find a side crow with me. If you want to take side crow, maybe you shift your feet to the right a bit so your hands can be on the mat. And then your right elbow is already in position on your left leg. Just place your left hip on your left elbow and then start to lean forward. Or to the side rather, spreading your fingers, really gripping onto the mat with your fingertips, lifted in your shoulders and in your chest. Start to leaning to the side over your hands, look forward. And then maybe you lift one foot, maybe you lift both feet. Play with your balance, staying for 2 more breaths. And then come back to center, hands in front of your heart center, and lift into chair. If you're coming with me into side crow on the other side, take a step to the left so you have space on your mat. Centering breath here, inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow hooks on the outside of the right knee. Left knee pulls back in line with the right. You can stay here holding, or you come with me down to the floor, sit low in your hips, and find that support with your elbows. Lift your hips slightly so that you can place your hip on your elbow, on your right elbow. Lean forward. Remember, spread your fingers, grip the mat, look forward. Maybe you lift one foot and the other. Breathing here. Come back to center with your hands. Step to center on your mat if you've shifted to the side. One more breath in chair. And fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Reach your arms forward. Exhale, fold and step or float to plank. Shift forward and lower down with your exhale. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Exhale out. Bend your knees, look forward. And gently float in between your hands, crossing your ankles. Lift into boat. Find your variation. Staying 3 more breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release into Shavasana. Release everything on the floor. Let the ground really hold you. This final moment in stillness. As you lay here in stillness, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what throws me off balance and how can I return? What throws me off balance and how can I return? Release that for now. You can come back to it in your journal after the practice. And take a deep breath, arms overhead, stretch your entire body. Exhale, roll to one side and come up into a seat. Let your hands meet in front of your heart center, sit up tall. Thank yourself for choosing balance and for showing up each day. And I thank you for trusting me on this journey. You can open your eyes when you're ready. This was day 6 of Yoga Strong. Tomorrow is our final day, day 7. Let me know how the practice felt in the comments and enjoy your journaling if you're using the workbook. I'll see you tomorrow.